Thank you for the love. Aria. I appreciate it. Meow. But yeah, we are playing the game. Ask me anything. How was my day? I'm starting off with that. How my day is. My day has been really, really good. I'm still coming down from like the great day that I had yesterday with Alu, and toast. It probably was one of the best birthdays I've had in a long time. Um, but yeah, it's just been a great day. Did a lot of fun things. We got to do some science experiments today. We made oobleck. We made a tornado in a bottle at work. For those of you who don't know, I work at a pediatric behavioral clinic. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Um, so I have had a pretty good day. I'm still writing that cake recipe because I realized that I don't ever write a recipe ever, like in depth. I never read it out a recipe in depth. I'm just like, I should know how to do this. Hello, Roxy. Hello, Clara. Hello, Sean. But yes, we are playing the game of Ask Me Anything. So if you'd like to take a roll of the dice, there's a list of 40, right? And then I also am using Telemine, so you're able to ask me things anonymously if you don't want to just drop it down in chat, because maybe you don't want people to know, like, that it's you that's asking these questions. So it is fine. It's fine if you do, and if you don't, lucky. But yeah, please feel free to ask me anything. PG-13, of course, because we are so. I know there is one that is like, are you a bottom? And it's like, well, no, question mark. I like the top bunk and a bunk bed, but yeah, ask me questions. Get to know me, because I know some of you know me very, very well, and some of you don't know me really at all. Who inspires you? Okay, so just like in general, or like in VTubing. Because this person inspires me regardless of VTubing or not. But if you guys are familiar with VTubing, Merryweather. Merryweather inspires me very, very much as a creator, as a business person, as a VTuber, as an entertainer. Um, Mary is just an amazing person, right? And I really look up to them and their business sense. Um, and I love how their explanation is like, I don't make any money. I spend all this money on my models, and like supporting artists and all this other things, and I relate to that so much, and I would love to support other artists. Like that to me is more important than necessarily making money off of being a streamer and a content creator. Yes, Meriwether the comic artist. Yes. What's your vibe? I would say I just talk a lot. I will talk and talk and talk and ramble and ramble. Because when I am nervous, I go like a motor. Yes, they are super iconic. Yes, they are. But no, I've been following them like on my personals for a long time. I really don't try to um interact with VTubers or follow accounts who aren't part of reality on my reality account. Um or like people who started off on reality and like grew into different platforms. But as I am going to be developing more projects of hopefully doing a VTuber podcast, I am planning on trying to interact with more streamers on YouTube and on TikTok and in different platforms, because VTubing and VStreaming is a growing industry, right? It's a growing form of entertainment. And I think it'd be really, really interesting to do like a major crossover podcast, because there's so much information to share between streamers and the differences in platform. Because what you might do on one platform, just like in any sort of content creation, might work really, really well on one platform. And then you go over and you do the move, and then you're like, why am I not growing? Right? Live. Favorite streamer that I watch? Are we speaking like reality? Because if so, I might pop some people's bubbles. My favorite streamer on reality, oh, oh, is probably Alu. Honestly, I love going to Alucard streams, and I know Alu is a friend of mine, but I just love the vibe. One, like, am I someone who partakes in smoking, like 420 lifestyle? No, um, but I find the content there absolutely hilarious. Hello, hi, loves. Ah, Angel. The dress has you traumatized? Do you not like the spider dress? But yeah, if you'd like to see the models, I am an ink demon over here at Reality. And currently I'm keeping those models under lock and key. in my reality streams, unless you come over to my TikTok, then you will see occasionally. You'll see me with my models. But yeah, Twitch and YouTube, I'm keeping it secret for right now. Yes, I did see that. I did see that. Nebby posted about the dress and that little flaw right away. Hey, Sam. Hiya, welcome on in. Yeah, it's crazy. We were talking about it major last night. But yeah, if you have any questions, please ask me. If you need some inspiration, roll the dice. We'll land on one. Or you can send something over into the Telomine. I have a lot of questions on the Telomine if you want to send it that way. Yeah, dice 2. So let's scroll up. Let's look at number 2. Explain the Oshi mark if you have one. So I do have an Oshi mark, and it's also like the fan name. So my Oshi mark is a whale. It's a whale with a money bag. Because if you know anything about me, I have a major addiction to gotcha games, which reality is one. Right? Reality is VTuber model assets and streaming assets on a gotcha. There he is. Yes, for those of you watching the reality stream, you can see Make a Splash, which is awesome. But yeah, so that is my mascot. That is my fan mark. Is a whale with money bags because I tend to like to splash around and pull gotcha. If anyone knows a really good gotcha game, send it my way. I'm a horrible addict. I'm horrible about wanting to pull and like literally Honkai Star Rail dropped that first day. I was like, I'm getting Japard. And I dropped 100k. Not 100k, 1,000. I dropped 1,000. Yeah. I dropped $1,000 on the first day because I had to go to Pity to select Japard. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not the best moment, not the worst. I have spent a lot of money on Genshin. Dude, Japard is so pretty. It's so pretty. I had to have him. I had to have him in his shield. I get it. I had to. Because it kept giving me Bronya. Okay? I had 3 Bronya before I even started playing the game. Okay? I didn't even start the game until I had Japard. Okay? I did not start the game until I had him. Imagine, yeah. Can't be me. But yeah, so that's my fan mark. It is a little whale with money bags because I am a whale. And I want other people to feel like a whale even if they're not able to spend money. Because I feel like whaling does have like a negative connotation where people are like, oh, you guys just spend your money willy-nilly. No, yes, sometimes. I like to spend money on things that I enjoy. But I also tend to like wail on my friends and donate that way. Because I do want to see people succeed, right? And I want everybody to feel like they're able to support each other, and that all support is equal. Hence why Make a Splash, because even the smallest of donations can really help a streamer. So yeah, that's my fan mark. I'm supposed to be streaming, but my grandmother's making dinner, dude. I ate Alu's pizza. So, for those of you who don't know, yesterday, Alucard, Toast, and I did a mukbang. We went to Korean barbecue and hot pot, and then we went for boba, and then we also went to an arcade. And Alu got to see that I'm really good at not dying in games. I did, and it was delicious. It was delicious. It was spicy and it was sweet, and that's just how I liked it. It was delicious. I really enjoyed it. I had so much like deliciousness. I might have to buy one. But yeah. Where was I going? I was gonna say something. Grandma making dinner, streaming, pizza. I so don't remember the train of thought that I was on. Question 32. I like to be on the top bunk in a bunk bed. I can't. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. Is that question for? Not what I was thinking, but okay. What were you thinking? Question 32 was about EB. What were you thinking it was about? Don't worry. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, so if you would like to ask me a question, you can just drop it down in chat. If you want some inspiration of what to ask, there's a chart of 40 different questions, and then we do have a full Halloween with people submitting questions. So if no one's going to give me one, I'm just going to pick one to randomly talk about. Because like I said, I just rambled. It was a rhetorical forgot. Yeah, guess who still hasn't filled out your survey? You. 39. 39. Why should we watch your stream? Well, on YouTube and Twitch, I don't know. Unless it's community game night. Unless it's community game night, I really wouldn't watch it on Twitch or on YouTube because you don't get to see the model, you don't get to see the interaction, and the main chat that I am paying attention to is the one on reality. Because that is my main platform. That's the main streaming platform that I'm on because I like the style of streaming that's on here the most. So if you want a good time, if you want laugh, if you want community engagement, I would definitely tune in on to me on reality. I do have a podcast on Spotify. Like I'm all over if you really want to. Hello, hello. Yes, I saw you had question 21 according to the dice. So 21 all the way back up to the top. Scrolly, 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 scrolly. Do you have other skills, art, singing, etc.? Okay. So again, for those of you who know me, you know that I have a stained glass studio in my house. So I do stained glass work. I am classically trained in stained glass. My grandfather was a stained glass artisan. He would do repair work on churches out in California, and he learned that, and he used to do all of that. So I learned from him, and my grandmama also is a trained instructor in stained glass. So I know a lot about different types of glassing, and I've done also blown glass and things like that. I'm actually going to be starting teaching up stained glass classes IRL in like what 2 months? I'm starting. Yeah. Oh, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. So yeah, you might see some more stained glass windows. I can't say I say I don't draw. But that's because I compare myself to like the rest of my families. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not that very artistic, but I can draw okay. I can draw okay. Like I can draw. You can be like, ah, yes, that's what that is most of the time. But my sister is a graphic designer. Like she's an artist by trade and by study. And then my brother like is just a natural born talent. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, you did you? Oh no. Sound equals dead. You know it. But I also am trained in oil painting and things like that. I like to paint minifigs. I do have a 3D printer. I do play Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and all those good things. I can play several musical instruments. I do own a guitar. If you've seen any stuff on Instagram, that red electric guitar is mine. I do know how to play. I don't typically play on stream because I don't. But I am trained in piano and violin. I have a ukulele and I know how to play the flute. I don't think I can sing, but I've had plenty of people pay and support singing streams. So either you don't like to listen to people who are tone deaf, or maybe I can sing. Just maybe kind of sort of. Nice EB. Just to get a mustache. Oh, oh, oh. But yeah, so I guess those are some of my secret skills. Just some of my secret skills. Also I can talk my way out of anything if you give me enough time. I don't know if that makes me a god or not, but you just let me keep talking and I'll just keep going. Alu, no, please, again. There are plenty of people who fall asleep on my stream because they're like, "Ooh, this is actually very nice. You have a relaxing voice," and I'm not gonna, take that against you. If you're tired, you're tired. I know when you work. I know when you go to bed. And Alu, it's fine. But yeah, it's mostly because I woke up way too early. Bianca, welcome on in. Have a snack. Feel free to ask some questions. Yeah, if you need some inspiration on what question to ask, there are 40 pre-made prompts. You can send me a Halloween if you want to say anonymous, or you can just drop it down in chat. But yeah, hello. I am Forbidden. I do informationals and tutorials here on Reality, and it's not just reality-based content that I do informationals and tutorials on, but streaming in general on other platforms. I do have experience as a streamer on those. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I'm gonna open up the Telemine and we can take a looky look at one of those. So someone said, "Do you like fan art?" I love fan art. Fan art is one of my favorite things, and I'm so sorry for all of you who do fan art of me because my model is an ink demon and I'm always changing. And I do have three main models. I have Furby, who's my female model. I have Dan, my male model, and then I have D, my androgynous they them model. And they change outfits daily. And then of course we have the random. We have the random ink demon. Yeah. A donation box, like a link tree. Did I film that? I might have. I can always film one for you if you would like me to show you how to make a tip jar. It's really, really easy on Linktree. They have an integration for PayPal that's built right in. So all you have to do is hook up your PayPal into the tip jar and bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Aki is interested in. Okay, yeah, no problem. I can definitely film something for that. Hello, Zulu. Yeah, no, because I do have a tip jar because I feel like I filmed it and I might not have posted it. I'm really, really, really bad at that. I'm really good at filming things and then like I send it to the one person who wants the tutorial and then I forget to post it to everybody else. I'm so bad. Someone was like, "Hey, can you show me how Payoneer works?" And I was like, "Yeah, give me 1 second." And then I filmed how to do Payoneer and then I was like, "Oh." And then it's like, oh, I have no room on my phone. Delete. And then I have to like refilm like 5 times because it's the same thing. So if anyone's like, Forby, why do you have like the same tutorial 5 times? It's because I forget that I have it. I forget that I have it. Or because people can't find it because I post so many videos or like I post so many like photos of the different models. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to find things. I know there's one question on here like, what is your most viewed clip? And I would have to say my most viewed clip is the hex code. So for those of you who don't know, you are able to copy and paste hex codes into your reality models for both their hair and their eyes. And I'm like, oh yeah, if you have an iconic avatar, right? So Forby is known for having the mint green hair. The Forbidden avatar has mint green hair and then these pink sunset eyes with the stars in the middle. So yeah, I taught people how to copy and paste the hex code. For those of you who don't know, you're going to open up your hair, you're going to hold down on the first wig, and it'll tell you that it's copied onto your clipboard, and then you're going to press down on the second wig, and it's going to copy and paste that. And it should work for any hex code. Yep, so for those of you who haven't seen the clip, that's it. But yeah. So again, I'm sorry for those of you who make fan art and you're like, Forby, we want to make art. And then you post the art and people are like, oh no, that's not forbidden. That can't be Forby. 9 times out of 10, it's me. I have yet to see a single piece of fan art of me that is not me. It's just not always my main model because I'm really well known for model creation and like making very interesting characters. So yeah, it is just one of those things. If you see something and you're like, that is not the little mint lady or the little mint person with the pink eyes. That cannot be a Forby Files. It's probably a Forby Files. I'm lagging really bad. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I can tell that we're lagging and I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh no. Oh no. We're going down with the ship. We're going down, down, down in a ringing burn of fire. Oh. Okay. Have you ever gotten a love letter and what has happened? I have not. This is very abnormal. Yeah. There's been a lot of lag on reality today. Yes, you can do 360. You have to do the manual update to do the 360 in your room. But yeah, have you ever gotten a love letter? Yes and no. I say no typically to this because I got it way after this person no longer had feelings for me. Like they told me like 3 years after they're like, I liked you so many years ago, and they're like, I wrote this love letter for you, and then they're like, I never had the nerve to give this to you. And it was super sweet and it was very kind. Wouldn't have gone out with them the 3 years previous, and I wouldn't have gone out with when they did end up giving me the letter. They were very, very sweet about it, and they were a great friend. But yeah. Hello, Cheddar. Hello. I just felt that they were better as a friend than a potential partner. Yeah, yeah, you have to go in. So for 360 in the rooms, you have to do a manual download from the App Store at the moment. You have to do a manual update. If you do not do the manual update, it is not available to you. So you have to go through the App Store. But yeah, oh my goodness, the lag, the lag. I can see it. Oh yeah. Do you answer if I write you a message? The answer is yes. I do answer my messages. There might be some delay because again, I do have a life outside of streaming and out of content creation. So there might be some delay of when I do respond to you, but I do try my best to keep up to date on all my DMs. All of my messages are open. So if you DM me on X, if you DM me on Instagram, if you DM me on TikTok, you can send me an email at 4b.access@gmail.com, and I will answer you there. I think I have my comments on for Spotify, on my Spotify podcast. Um, so yeah, quite literally, you can ask me a question anywhere, and I will see it. If I haven't responded to you, I'm sorry. I probably thought I did, and it just didn't send. So go man, or if I'm like, yeah, I'll film that. It's probably because life got busy and it got filmed, and then it just not didn't get posted. There are some days where like I upload like 4 clips or like 4 different tutorials because I'm like, I forgot cookie willow. Hi. But yeah, please feel free to ask questions if you need some inspiration of what questions to ask. You can roll the dice. There are 40 questions available, and we do have a whole box of telemines to go through. Is it okay or not for someone to take revenge after separation? Ooh, okay. What's my favorite type of cookie? You're gonna annoy fox. All right, all right. We're gonna answer the cookie question, and then we'll go into revenge. So my favorite type of cookie, and I feel like again I'm gonna get judged for this because I am kind of snobby, just a little bit when it comes to food. So if you saw my Twitter, my ex post a few days ago, I was like, oh, what's your favorite cake flavor? My favorite cake flavor is triple chocolate, raspberry, and lemon lavender. Like those are my 2 favorite cake flavors. And then I've told people multiple times, like like people are like, oh, your favorite ice cream flavor, because I go on an ice cream road trip every year, and like my favorite ice cream flavor is blueberry New York cheesecake with dark chocolate covered waffle cone. Okay, like it's waffle cone covered in dark chocolate, in the blueberry New York cheesecake. Okay, like I know, it's very pretentious. It's delicious. I promise you will not be disappointed. My favorite cookie, it is a dark chocolate blueberry cookie with white chips in it. Um, yeah, yeah. I also love strawberry cheesecake cookies. But if we're talking like classic cookie that you could just get anywhere, a snickerdoodle. I love snickerdoodles. Hello, Scar. All right, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Hello, Tag. All right, let's look. Number 12. Oh no. What do you hate about what do you hate about VTubing? What do I hate about VTubing is sometimes that like it doesn't track your face very well. It doesn't track your face all the time perfectly. And sometimes like I talk with my hands a lot. I talk with my hands a lot. And so it's kind of weird not seeing my hands talking. Like if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, the lag. What? I do not hate Alu. That's a lie and a half. Someone was like, "Who's your favorite streamer on reality?" earlier, and I was like, "It's Alucard." For those of you who do not know, my favorite streamer on reality is the Alucard 420, Mr. Banana Dog, Mr. Papillon, Sour. Yeah, yeah. Hi hoy. But yeah, that is the thing I hate about VTubing. And the scuff. Oh my goodness, when I was a face streamer, the scuff was nowhere near as bad. I now it's like, oh, we're gonna lag. Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, oh, oh. 10. Do your clip yourself on occasion. On occasion. Scab. So I don't clip myself every stream. And that's because I really, really do enjoy the aspect of live streaming. And there are times where I stream like 4 or 5 hours, right? And because reality is a mobile device, most phones don't have enough room to record 4 or 5 hours every day, right? So I don't always capture all of my streams, and I really dislike the fact that we don't have clipping or VODs here on reality, because I do think it would be really, really nice of an option to have. But I understand from like a memory storage space. I think I'm stalling on deleting this app. I keep seeing missions here. Oh, oh, yeah. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. You have a blank. You're blankety blank blank blank. You have no picture. You have no name. You have no name. Do 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 do. Sames. But yeah, so there are times I do clip, and there are definitely some streams that I know I'm gonna record simply because I'm doing something that I want to have done, and then I don't want to reshoot 8 million times. But most of my clips that you do end up seeing, you're like, 40. Why is it oddly suspicious that there's no one here? It's because I can film in my studio and in my room by myself, and so I do, which is why like the humor doesn't always portray itself. It's Robin. Okay. I was trying to figure it out because you have like no anything about you in your bio. Yeah, bio. But yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. We do have a little prompts list. But one of the questions that we were going to answer was over at the Telemine, and they wanted to know, is it okay or not for someone to take revenge after separation? Now, here's the thing. To me, it really depends on like what happened. I am also someone though, like if I decide to end a relationship, it's just done. I don't bother letting it take up any more of my time. Oh, you did it on purpose. I just don't let it take up any more time because obviously like it failed. Let's move on. Let's start another thing. I don't have enough time in my day to really worry about that. And honestly, why should I give them any more attention, right? But no, I do understand like sometimes shit get real, right? Like it be bad. Um, so yeah, I could definitely see 100% wanting to take revenge. Now I do say, do minor inconvenience revenge to the person, and not like anything that could get you legally in trouble. All right. If you are going to carry through like with that route, just like take all of the cables. Like if you're like in a relationship where like you had access to their home, um, and like you were living together or something, like when you move out, just take all of the cables, or not even take all of the cables, just put all of the cables in one box, especially if like they have a PC or something, a PC, a microwave, a TV, if they have like lamps, all of the charging tables for all of the things, a lot of them look the same, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I know definitely what that cable is. Now I've had to redo my PC like several times, and there are times where the PC literally takes hours to reconnect everything. Take one of every sock. A lot of people can't stand having missing socks. Um, take left shoes. Not all of the shoes, but like the shoes that they wear all the time, just take one of them. Mm-hmm. Pillows. Pillows. You could put like a little heating, a little hand warmer, and put it in the pillows so the pillow's always warm. Do you though? Do I what? Do I wear mismatched socks? According to my therapist, I should be. That sounds like such a bad thing. But no, I'm highly restrictive in my pattern, right? I like routine. And I used to not be able to leave my house without being like perfectly coordinated. And when I say perfectly coordinated, I mean I had shoes and purses and coats and hats and gloves that all matched. They were all the same, very specific color. And so my therapist was like, you need to start wearing things that are not perfectly matched. Like, you don't need to be one color. All of your accessories don't need to be one color. And I'm like, girly pop. Yes, they do. They do indeed. And they were like, go mismatch your socks. Because it got to the point where someone gifted me, you know how they sell the mismatched sock sets? They sell them pre-mismatched. Someone gave them to me as a gift because they know I like love shoes. I have a huge shoe collection. I have about 300 pairs of shoes. Um, and so they were being really thoughtful, and they thought they were pretty funny, and they were fun, like neon colors. I went out and bought the same sock, like pack, so that way I can make all matches with the mismatched socks. Yeah. Yeah, I paired them together, and that's when my therapist was like, "Forby, no, no, you need to let you need to let some you need to let up on that restrictiveness." You need to allow yourself to be able to breathe in mismatched socks. You don't have to go buy more socks. Well, no, because my therapist was like, there was no reason. Like, no one would have seen them. They're like, no, who's going to see your socks? And I was like, if you go into someone's house, are you telling me you don't take your shoes off? Are you telling me you don't take your shoes off when you go into someone's house? Like, do I sometimes travel with my own house slippers? Like, I do. I have like a little set of like the folding ballet slippers. And if I have a big enough purse, I put the folded ballet slippers that I only wear inside houses inside the purse, so then I can wear them inside someone's house. I don't know. Um, I feel weird wearing my shoes into someone's house. Mhm. 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 So yeah, someone will see these mismatched socks, and then it's like, oh no, I'm such a slob because my socks don't match. And he was like, go wear mismatched socks. So every time I wear matched socks now, I just am like, my therapist is going to be so disappointed in me. Mhm. 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 So yeah, to most people, that's a major inconvenience, and they don't like it when their socks don't match. Um, are you a good friend? I feel like I'm a good friend. Maybe sometimes, all the time. I am very oblivious to social cues. Okay, I'm very oblivious to social cues. Which is really funny when you think about the fact that I work in behavioral therapy. Um, like I can notice them if like watching other people, which is why I think I'm a very good friend. But like if it involves myself, no. No, no. And that's also why like people like for me, you have a whole bunch of Sims. I don't have Sims. I don't have Sims. Like you can tell me blue in my face that I have Sims and I do not. Why? Because I don't see it. Alu, don't you facepalm me. Don't you facepalm me. I don't have any. I have no Sims. Zero. Bactis. Zero. Nada ni no. They don't exist. So yeah. I feel like I'm a pretty okay friend. I try to check in on my friends, but I'm also one of those people where I feel like to be your friend, I don't have to be in your back pocket, and you don't need to be in mine. Um, Maybe it's just because my parents didn't really have like friends that they had to be like with all the time because we moved a lot when I was younger. So like if you didn't see someone in 6 months or in like a year, you heard back to someone after a long time, like the friendship was still there. It was still as strong as ever, even though you had so much time and distance apart. Face palming ass. Good, good. It's like a collective face palm. Like, and sometimes I feel like my friends think like I need to be clingier almost. Like I need to check in with them all the time. Which I'm sorry, you're not gonna get that. I'm used to being independent. Yeah, like every 3 months. And it might not even be like a super long conversation, but there are other times where like I have someone who I haven't talked to in like 6 months, and I will literally tell them all the tea. Now, do I have some people who I talk to every day? Yeah, I talk to my grandmama and my mama every day at almost the same time every day. So it's one of those, but that is because they are grandmama and mama. Like that's very. I just spilled water all over my hand. Well, now my hand is wet. But anyways. Yeah, but I feel like you should be allowed to have some distance between friends, and I understand like that's not for everybody, but if you're going to be friends with me, you should probably be aware that I am going to give you space. Um because honestly, like I see you every day. If you come to stream every day, we're gonna run out of things to say. Ooh, oh, we're getting together at Easter to do exactly that. Do you want to come? Ooh, ooh. I will have to see what I'm doing for Easter. I don't think I'm doing anything specifically, but I also am the person who like kind of hosts the Easter egg hunt, but we don't have like I don't know if we're doing the Easter egg. Like I have all the stuff for an Easter egg hunt, but I don't know if we're doing an Easter egg hunt because I messaged everybody. I was like, "Hi, I'll get ready for the Easter egg hunt," and nobody has responded. Oh, you just finished dinner. Welcome back, EB. But no, so we have no children in the household, like in my family or my brothers or my sisters or like the in-laws. There's no young children, so I do an adult one where one there is candy, but there's also like little bottles of wine and big bottles of wine and like other adult beverages. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna get the dates from her. Okay. Like okay, so question one is it are you thinking Easter Sunday? Are you thinking like actual Easter or on like the days around Easter? That is probably gonna be my biggest question. Yeah, so message me that. Go shoot me that as a message and I will that will definitely help me. Sage, but yes, for those coming in, welcome on in. Hi hoi. Get to know me. Ask me anything as long as it's PG-13. I 26. Da 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 da. What game did you hate streaming? Oh my goodness. Fall Guys. I love playing Fall Guys. That's pending. You'll find out. I love playing Fall Guys. I hate streaming Fall Guys because I yell so bad at the little man. Okay, I yell at him so bad. I'm like, run, little man, and then like I'll make it to the next round when streaming. But typically, when I make it to the second round, it crashes every single time. Every time I make it to the second round, it just gives up on me. I also don't really stream Fortnite. I honestly don't stream a lot of games. Like I like playing games, but for me, playing a game now is a little more like on personal time. Yeah, yeah. I play a lot of games, and I just don't tell people. I play a lot of games. Like people didn't know I was a Hanzo main for like a long time until they took it away. Ash. Mwah. Hello. Yeah, no, I like to play by myself. But for the esports tournament in May, maybe you'll catch me play a game. Will I make a brand new account? Yeah. Because that's what I do. I'm sorry. But typically, if I'm streaming on reality, I just go make a new account because people don't need to see the Buelam. Hi, Annie. People don't need to see how bad the skin collection is. It's bad. It's bad, and this is why the fan mark is a whale with money bags. This is why. 20. I think 20 is the bottom one on here. Oh, hardest game I've ever played. Now, like video game, probably Bloodborne. Probably that it's up there. The hardest IRL game I've ever played had to be one very very specific game of Monopoly. Like it was so bad that I took all of the ones, so that way people couldn't break dollars. So they either had to go up in rent or they had to go down in rent, which then ended up allowing me to win the game of Monopoly. But that game of Monopoly went on for 16 hours. Do I sing? Yes and no. I don't think I'm very good at singing. I don't think I'm very good at singing. But some people on reality think I'm okay enough to donate to for sleep stream, not sleep strings, singing strings. Oh yeah, no. 4B loves Monopoly, and I will play until I win. I'm very competitive about Monopoly. I'll just flash the new biscuit and no skill. I'll be the Skitter and that's it. You'll carry the burden. But yeah, no, quite literally, there was a literal wrestling match in that game of Monopoly. 15. Do you collab with other streamers? Yeah, I collab all the time. So on Friday during community game night, I collab with anybody and everybody who would like to join community game night. So community game night is I focus on one game that is interactive that anyone could play. Like it's an easy game, and it's typically also something that chat can also do. I wonder what could learn playing against you. Um, ooh, ooh, Alu, it's probably going to be me being. You'll learn that I'm really, really good at getting exactly what type of score I want. Like I don't always aim for like the most kills or like the MVP or something like that, but maybe the one who dies the least. like I have a goals when I play the game, and it's not always like to the rules of the game. People are like, oh yeah, I want to be MVP, or I want to have the most accuracy. Well, I want to be the one that dies the least, right? And I pick one specific thing, and I don't always tell people like that's my goal of the game. Or like I want to get like in a certain placement, like in a racing game. Like I don't want to be first, but I want to be seventh. I want to be seventh on the overall board, and so I will calculate out what rankings I have to get each round in order for me to finish in seventh. Because to me, that's a better showing of skill um, than always getting first. um, but yeah. So to me, that's something I enjoy, and so sometimes people get upset when we're playing the game together, and 4B is trying to loot the most. Like I'll pick a random item to go loot. And I'm like, I want to have as many of these as I can by the end of the night. And they're like, 4B, you need to go take middle. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go over here and loot. Then Greg came for me. I saw that. And I was like, oh. And there goes Alu. And there goes Alu. So yeah, yesterday, Alu, Toast, and I, with one of their friends, IRL, at the arcade, we played Raven's Down, which is a Halo shooting game. In note, one, 4B hates shooting things that fly. Okay, I hate shooting. My depth perception is absolutely horrid. I cannot shoot trap to save my life like IRL. I can't, like, which is a shame because I have gunmen in my family that are like champions in shooting trap. Um, like I am ashamed to the family because I cannot shoot something flying to save my life. If it's on the ground, bet no hearts, no bars. I can hit it, no problem, no problem. Yeah, you in the box. Oh yeah, you in the box. So in note, for those of you who don't know, Alu doesn't do bugs, and there are these little aliens in the Halo game that looked like bees and looked like spiders, and you just suddenly saw Alu just like a sprinkler. Bribe for me to put spiders. Yeah, Fox did. But first, Fox tried to bribe you to put a spider on me, and then I was like, well, Fox, sorry to break this to you, but Alu doesn't do spiders. And then he was like, well, how much for you to put a spider on Alu? And I'm like, I'm not going to do that to Alu. Alu will beat me up. We're going to have a full-on mixed martial arts. There'll be a whole-on MMA fight going down over a spider. I'm not going to try to scrap with Alu. Yeah, some good old drinking ASMR right there. Delicious water. But yeah. So I tend to do that. So if you ever see 4B and you're like, 4B, I thought you were good at gaming. It's because I have a different goal in mind than everybody else. Yep, 8. It's really not giving to you. Favorite games to stream. Now again, I'm going to say this. I love community game night. Okay, community game night. It's every Friday, starting at 8 o'clock Eastern. Fox! Welcome on in. So I like to do interactive cooperative play that a lot of people can play at one time. So I love Jackbox games. I get paid to play Jackbox games? No, I bought all of my party packs. But I recommend them to anybody who wants to get to know people. If you want your community to be able to play with you, you can have 8 players in most Jackbox games, and then as well as audience participation. So many people are able to play and interact with you, which I think is so much better than having just people watch you play a game. Exactly, exactly. Like literally, I saw the bugs and I was like, "Yep, I'm not even gonna try to get high kill count." 9. Favorite streamer that you watch? I already answered this. This is Alucard. I love watching Alu. Again, because it's for the vibes. I'm there for the vibes. Now does Alu smoke in his streams? Yeah, yeah, he does. Do I smoke in Alu streams? No, I don't, because I don't need to have that as part of the thing. But I love the conversations that happen. I love the people that are in his chat. And they're always down to have a good time and a good laugh. And they're down to be kooky, and that's what I really, really appreciate. Like, no one ever is an Alu stream is toxic, right? He has a very, very nice, welcoming community. So again, I have to recommend the Alucard 420 to anyone and everyone. Fox, that's a lie. You are not toxic. I can't wait for gameplay and content to join us. No, you're not just gonna drop that person in. Hiya, hiya. That was content though. That gave us like a good 30 minutes of content. Okay. For those of you who are like, oh, I just block all the trolls. No. Sometimes you need a troll to come in to your stream. And this is probably a really big key piece of advice that I would give anyone into streaming. 1, have boundaries. That's step 1. But 2, mess with the trolls. If the trolls are gonna mess with you, mess right back. Okay. You're fucking. Honey, that sounds so wrong. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, right? Because that was a really great moment. Like, that was a really funny moment for those of us in the community. And so, yeah, we're going to be laughing about it for probably a long time. We're probably going to laugh about it for a long time. Because, yeah, someone came into Whaleland and they were like, oh, look at me. Look at me. I spent this much money to like, well, not spend, but yeah, they were like, oh, I did this much, right? And we all looked at each other and we're like, who's going to tell him that that's a sneeze, not even like wait, oh. Who's going to tell him? And then one of my good friends and donors was like, I've dropped a ridiculous amount. I don't know if Fox is okay with me saying how much they had dropped, but they had said in that chat how much they had dropped in the week in donations, which was an insane amount. I'm fine with it. Okay, so this guy was talking about how he received, in reality, there's things called coins, which is currency, and so you're able to buy X amount of coins. So he was talking about winning 2,000 coins. Like, he was like, yeah, look at me. And I had $300 in donations, which is pretty good, right? $300 spent on you in donations is really good. Again, you have to realize, like, again, I'm a whale with money bags. Like, there's a reason why people refer like to my community as well sun and well land, and we like to make a splash. Fox was like, I have spent 2.8 thousand, like K with a K, just 2.8K, not coins, dinero, dollars, in that week. Yeah, which in coins converts to $2.8 million, like not dollars, 2.8 million coins. Yeah. And then everybody else was like, oh yeah, I'm sitting on like 30K, I'm sitting on 40K. Oh, I just spent this much. Oh, I just everyone was like, we are, yeah, yeah. And then people are like, why would you ask somebody to donate to you $300 for about $14 to $20 worth of prize? Because that's about what 2,000 coins converts to. It's about $14, $20. Well, and that was the thing. People are like, oh, I just do this to help spread it around the community, right? We're not using this prize money for ourselves. We're using it to enhance other people's streaming content. Because that's what we like to do in my community and in my chat. And so people just like ripped into him. They were like, "We're happy for you." Like we were all very happy for him and his winnings, but we're like, you don't need to try to rub into the fact that you won 2,000 coins when everybody in here spends like 10,000 daily. And that's the thing. Most of us, I think, spend between 5 and 10,000 coins a day, which is about $30 to $50 daily. Because yeah, no, 70, 50 to 7 to 30 to 70, somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. Yeah, it's not even worth a time pull. So on reality, again, like I said earlier, for those of you who are not familiar with reality and reality streaming, it has a gotcha in it that allows you to buy streaming assets for your VTuber model and your streaming booth and equipment, right? You should check the event rankings real quick. Okay, we can check the event rankings real quick. So yeah, you spend money to buy assets like you would if you commissioned an artist. 1.3 mil. Yay! Riri is in third. Yay! Yay! Look at the babies go. Look at the babies go. And for those of you who are like, oh, Forby, cheering on babies? What do you mean? So Reality is a 13 plus streaming platform. And so I'm old, right? I have a job outside of Reality. I'm not a full-time streamer. And there are minors, and so I do give a lot of advice. Again, I do informational and tutorials. And so there are a few minors who are competing in the event that I am. So for those of you who don't know what an event is a bid in order to win prizes. Now, this could be limited edition merchandise IRL. This could be an ad promotion. This could be a billboard. This could be a VA contract. For the video game, there's background music compositions, there's concerts, right? Like there's all of these different sorts of events. And so two of my little babies, two of my little minors who stop on in and hang out and ask me a lot of questions are competing in this event for limited edition merchandise with me. And the top five end up receiving this item, which is a mascot of the platform. And they're both in second and third place, and I am so very, very proud of them. Yeah, to help Nix out a little bit. Yeah. I am so proud. Yeah, you got this. Yeah. Where was I before that? I was somewhere. Oh, Whaleland. Yeah, so we drop a lot of money. we drop a lot of money, and we're all okay with that because again, we're not just like trying to rub it in people's face. Like, oh yeah, we spend money. No, it's just a really normal thing in my community. We also find it really, really rude because we all kind of have bonded together about the fact that we are whales in different games. And that there's not going to be any judgment from anybody about spending 100, spending 1,000, spending a couple of thousand, right, in the game, or spending $1,000 for one character when the game just drops, right? Like there's no judgment in my community about that. And we also know that like what it feels like when someone does come in and sends you a DM and they're like, hey, I'm going to do this, or like, hey, you should definitely sub, you should definitely subscribe, you should definitely gift a whole bunch of subs for my channel. Yeah, hey, like, so it is one of those like, my community is very much a safe place for people who do spend money. And I don't ever really ask anyone to like just spend. Again, I really do appreciate all the donations that I do receive and all of like the subs and all the follows and all those things. I really do appreciate it. But it's never an expectation. If you're just here to come chat and hang out, please do feel free to do so. Because that to me is way more important than any sort of sub or monetary donation or tip. Because that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to hang out and chat with people. So That's the well songs. That's well land. 35. First ever picture of your VTuber. Okay. Forby was not the first design. Um, so my very first VTuber that I was going to make was a white tiger called Celestia. And it was a whole bunch of people that I did some LARPing with. I was LARPing with a bunch of, so for those of you who don't know, I LARP. I'm a cosplayer, I do LARPing. I'm again a big TTRPG nerd. If it's available, I'm buying. Right. So originally I was going to be a white tiger named Celestial, and then I wear a androgynous tiger. And they were supposed to be like a very shy, not the leg, the scuff be real. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, the Wheel of Doom. Oh my goodness, the Wheel of Doom. Okay, that happened. That happened. So yeah. Originally that was the character that I was going for, but reality, and I even had emotes drawn. So I had Twitch emotes drawn up. I was talking to an artist to commission a live 2D, and I had remembered that I had reality. I had remembered that I had this 3D avatar application. I don't think it's necessarily the Wi-Fi, because everything else is running fine. I think it's more of reality and the programming of itself. But yeah, because that was a hard lag. Like that was a full system downs type of thing. Give me 1 second. So yeah, originally it was supposed to be Celestia, the white tiger. Reality didn't have, because then I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna try this VTubing thing on a free platform. And well, let's again, Wayland. I've never played a gotcha game for free ever. And so I was like, oh, I'll just get the assets to make like a little demo, like a little white tiger. Bada bing, bada boom. And I had seen people with tiger ears on reality. And I was like, oh, perfect. I'm just going to go buy them. They didn't, oh my goodness, reality. They didn't have any white tiger assets at the moment, right? They didn't have any white tiger assets out at the moment. So I was like, oh, well, what can I be? Right? Like, I still want to try this VTubing thing before I get a live 2D model, because the live 2D model quote was about 2,500 was my quote, right? Which is a decent price for a VTubing model. Like, I was willing to pay the price, but I wanted to see if I'd actually like it, because I loved to stream. I loved to stream. Just came from helping them. Hi, oh tiger. I'm so happy that you're helping them. But yeah, so that is the thing. And then somehow I ended up becoming an ink demon who used to work in the departments of fates in heaven and realized that the fates that humanity were getting were shit. Like, they were horrible, and they just kept seeing people become so sad and so depressed and not enjoying the life and the gift of life. And so they decided to fall from grace in order to break the chain of fate. Arigato, tiger. So yeah, that is it. I do have still the numbers up on YouTube and Twitch for those of you who would like to see it, but it doesn't want to load in reality, because reality keeps crashing every time I keep trying to bring in the list. So I will try it one more time and see if that will fix it. But otherwise, I promise I will keep reading the list and the talo means and things like that. Again, you can ask questions down in chat. That's fine. I will try to see them. But oh my goodness, yeah, no, it really doesn't want to load. It's really reality saying no. Sakuna. Yay! I'm glad that you're inspired to stream more, Tiger. I'm glad. But yes, feel free to ask me anything. You guys deserve it with all the hard work. But that's the goal, right? No, it's not giving you 18. It's like avoiding that number for you, Evie. 4. Are you a variety streamer? Do I consider myself a variety streamer? I don't personally. Because I used to be a variety streamer, right? Literally, chat could be like they would just send me a suggestion and be like, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'd be like, "Yep, let me go learn that right now." And then that would be the whole content for like the longest time, was just me learning how to do the thing. Um, for a promotion help. All right, what type of? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I can talk to you about promotions. Um, if you're trying to promote your channel, right? This is the biggest advice I can give you, and that is to cross post. You're going to cross post. I know it's going to seem like it's a lot, but it's going to be really, really easy once you get into the habit of doing it. And you're going to have to take it seriously. You're going to have to do multiple things. Are you talking like getting a promotional deal? It's a spam. Ow! Ow! Oh, someone doing. Okay. So if you're on Twitch, there's a bot. There's an integration that takes care of that right away for you. That it's gonna block it. It's just boom, blocking. YouTube has something like that as well. Where bada bing, bada boom, just blocks chat. Again, I'm so sorry. Like I said, this stuff is gonna be real. This stuff is gonna be real. That's the thing I dislike about most about being a VTuber, is the stuff. Oh yeah. On reality, you really are going to have to rely on your mods a little bit more, because there is nothing that is a full integration yet over at that platform, which is sad. And again, you can rely on your mods as well, in like Twitch and on YouTube to help curate that. But yeah, I definitely check out the bots the most. I'm trying to think of which one I used to use. 27. Have you finished the game on stream? Oh my goodness. This lag. This lag. I'm so sorry. What is going on here? Let's turn that off. Let's see if that will fix it. Oh yeah, no, not the network error. Oh my goodness, I'm getting like network error, network error, network error. Ah yeah, the lag is back. Oh yeah, it is really saying no. All right, reality, you're just not getting the bubble. You're not gonna get the little box. Arigato, arigato. So yeah, have you ever finished a game on stream? No. Well, I mean, yes, community game night, yes, we do finish those games, but like an actual game, no. Why? Because I always restart games. I always restart games, when I start on reality. Ah yeah, arigato. 35. First ever picture of your VTuber. Um, the first ever picture of my VTuber was a male model. It was a male model. They had white hair. They had white and red hair. Because again, I was thinking more in the animal kingdom, like more in the fox territory. Fox, wolf, is what I was originally thinking based off of the reality assets. But no, I have pictures of Celestial somewhere. Because again, I had emotes done. I had art done of this white tiger that I wanted to do. So yeah, it's just chilling somewhere. We already did 35. 39? EB, it's really telling you no. We already did 39. We already did 39, which is why you should watch your stream. Because you are going to laugh. Or at least I will. At least I will. Hey, Alu, I want 30. Who made your model? So again, this model is a reality model. All of the assets are available for other people to make, but I did do the coloration with the hair. I'm the one who decides like what goes with what and like how it coordinates all together. Any idea when the sticker should be out? Usually stickers drop the 3rd week of the month. So it should be dropping either this week or next week. Yeah, already did 27. Did we do 27? Have you finished the game on stream? The answer is no, outside of community game night. 24. What is your advice for a new VTuber? Don't give up. Sometimes it takes a lot to get people into your chat, right? There are going to be times where you're going to be sitting there and there's no one there. Okay? There's going to be no one there. And you might feel really bad. It's okay. We've all been there. We've all been there. Hey, Veras. But don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your content. Because you're just going to keep pursuing it. If you really want to be a VTuber, don't give up. Don't feel like you have to spend a whole bunch of money to improve your model. If you like your model, leave it how it is and just keep talking. Just keep doing the content that you want to push, because it's more awkward for a viewer to come in to you just sitting there in silence, and then you like being approached by a streamer and be like, oh hey, how did like just coming to life because they see that they have one view. If you just keep a constant chatter going, it's going to feel like a way more natural integration. So that is probably one of my biggest pieces of advice, is just keep going. If you feel like you're having a lot of dead air, so there's no conversation going, there's no movement, and it's not, anything that you can help, there's nothing wrong with stopping and then restarting the stream in like 15 minutes. Give yourself time to recoup and rethink. But there's also nothing wrong with thinking on stream, right? Like, you don't always have to be go, 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 go. It's okay to give yourself a filter. It's okay to give yourself time to like process and compute. It's just one of those like, that's the good thing about being live, right? The pauses aren't as noticeable as it is in recorded content. That is me. Okay, but tell me why this spider dress looks like a mix of Six and Baby Metal. It does. It does indeed. Yes, I know you got 33. How many mods do I have? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it's about 20. It's between 20 and 30. I have between 20 and 30 mods. Hello. I got 0 except my tattoo. Oh? Ooh. Spicy, there are not that many questions. There are not that many questions. What do we hate about VTubing? The lag. The lag. The lack of my hands. It really wants me to say that I hate certain things about VTubing. It's not gonna give you 18. Evie has been trying to get 18 since we started. 10. Do you clip yourself? No. And yes, I do on occasion. It really is. Only I'm so sorry, Papa. Papa. It is saying we need to know what 4B hates. 25. 25. Most viewed clip, me sharing the hex code at 21. We gotta scoot back up. Whee! Back up. Do you have other skills? I talked about the fact that I can do stained glass. That's my one hobby. I can paint. I can kind of draw, but not really. 20 and 19. 20 and 19. All right. 20, hardest game you ever played. Bloodborne. 19, summarize your lore. Yeah, so hi, I'm Forbidden. I am an ant demon, Eldritch, specifically. I used to work in the departments of fates. I used to, I had to write the fates of the humans. And, well, some of them got the short end of the stick. And I really couldn't change that. My boss wouldn't let me. They're like, yeah, some people have to go through misfortunes. And I was like, oh, do they? I don't think so. And so I quit. I quit heaven. And I decided to fall and rewrite those. And the only way you can rewrite a contract is, well, by being ink itself. And so I make deals of making people feel comfortable and bringing them enjoyment where I can. And, I just take a little bit of your soul. Just a bitty tiny piece. You have 77 mods. Oh my goodness. 13. Favorite stream you've done? Oh my goodness. I've done a lot of streams that I really, really enjoy. My favorite stream as Forbidden has to be the Winter VTuber Charity Gala that I did. We raised $700 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Well, 700 and some change, right? I am so proud of the community and partaking and really stepping up to donate that much money in one day. It was a 24-hour stream. Favorite streamer that you watch? That's Alu, hands down. 38. What other designs did you consider? So we talked about Celestial, who was a Celestial White Tiger. We had the original concept Unreality, which is like this fox demon. Then we did like an imp character for a little bit, and then we ended up as Forbidden. And as you know, 4B is just one of 3 models. So Forbidden has technically 4. So my character technically has 4 models. So I have 4B, who's my female presenting model. I have D, who's my they them. I have Den, or Den Den as the community calls him. which is my male presenting model, and then I have Forbidden, which is the overall chain Eldritch Ink Demon, which is a model that I don't show anybody because that's for me. Mew! Yo, 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 yo. Alright, bye, veras. 24. 24. What advice would you give new? Arigato! Advice for new streamers. Again, don't let your view count get you down. Don't let lack of interaction get you down, because it's not just on stream, but like in comments, because let people get to know you. Like, there's nothing wrong with letting people like taking time. You guys are just spamming numbers. Explain the Oshi mark. That is a whale with money bags, because I whale a lot. 34. How did you learn about VTubing? I was a face streamer, and I was doing a campaign, a D&D stream with another friend who didn't feel comfortable showing her face on stream. And so we started looking up, like, what could she do to be able to interact with the game at the same level as face streamers. And so we first looked at PG, and then we saw VTuber. And we kind of just fell down that rabbit hole of VTubing. This was, oh my goodness, how long ago was that? Like 5 years now? About 5 years? So yeah, that's how I found out about VTubing. Where are we? Lexi, so many. Hit the 18. Tiger did get 18. We will go down to 18. Do your viewers bully you? If you heard anything going on in the comments, yes. Yes, I get bullied all the time. I get bullied all the time from chat, okay? It's constant. And I'm like, oh no, guys, why do you do this to me? And they're like, because it's funny. And I do have to laugh a majority of the time. I do. Especially when the gotcha bear says no. I'm like, I just want one thing. I just want one thing from you, Mr. Bear. Mr. Sales Associate Bear Bear. Mr. SA Bear Bear. I just want one thing. And he's like, no. Have my paws pop pop. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank God for a checkpoint. Yes, only you needed that checkpoint. Not the smile hearts with the gun. Rebrand? No. I think you're gonna be stuck with Forbidden the Ink Demon for a long time. Like, I don't feel like rebranding. I like who I am. Oh, about you? Ayo, oni papa. No, keep your veins inside your forehead. Arigato, Amali. Right. So yeah, that's the buzz, Fuzz. Someone's like, I hope you had a nice day. I have had a great day. It's been a lot of fun. It's had a lot of laughs. My dream house, I love my house. I think the thing that for me would be a dream house is that I feel comfortable there, and that it has enough room for everyone in my family that wants to live there, and that there's no place for like mobility disability. So like my house is designed for somebody to easily be able to live with a wheelchair or a walker or a cane or something like that. I have one of those escalator chairs, like the chair that you sit on and you ride down on the stairs in my basement, because I think mobility in a household is super important, and that everyone should be able to like go to the basement. I have a ramp to get into my house in my garage, so if someone does have a wheelchair, they don't have to climb the porch, or they don't have to climb steps. They can roll in, because to me, accessibility and comfortability are super, super important. And I don't want someone to feel like their disability makes it so they're not able to like come into my home. And same with stream. I feel like if you do have like a disability or a mental diagnosis, like that's not going to change how I interact with you. I'm going to see you as a person regardless of what may be not typical, right? Because I'm not typical. And I don't want anyone to feel like that they're not welcome in my stream. You want to go garage house? Hi, Melanie. Hi, Will. I can't scroll, but I can do 360. Okay. But yeah, and again, that's why 4B is an ink demon, and why I stress people being comfortable. And that's just me IRL. But what if I rebrand to 4B's princess? No, denied, denied. Hello, star. Welcome on in. Why? Because you are someone outside of me. That's the thing, EP. I want you to be a powerful streamer by yourself. You don't need to be under my wing the whole time. Ryu. You gotta take flight at some point. I may be mama. I may be your streamer mama. I might give you all the advice and all the tips, but you gotta spread your own wings and you've got to flutter on. Nope, can't. Denied. So again, if someone is spamming your chat, you can either have mods do it or you can just go in and block them. Bada bing, bada boom. 4B steps on me? No. Denied, Tiger. You're not changing your name. Yeah. Yeah. No. Hello, Yoshi. Yoshi. Yep. What is someone else? How do you feel about ghosting? I feel like there's a time and a place for ghosting. Look at the time! You do have to stream, EP. You do have to stream. You gotta go do your best. You gotta go do your best to try to get this bear. But yeah, I think there's a time and a place with ghosting. I love you too. Good luck. Now, do I think you should just ghost someone that you've been talking to for a long time? Do I think no? But do I think that there is a time and a place for ghosting? Yeah. Do I think that you should kind of just ghost chat? Yeah, you don't always like. It's one thing if I'm like actively talking to you, then it makes sense to be like, oh yeah, bye, I gotta get going. You know, life happens. If you're not really partaking in chat, you don't need to tell me bye. You can just go, right? Because I'm gonna keep talking regardless if that little light goes to zero. I'm just gonna keep the show rolling. It's just gonna keep talking. So yeah, I feel like you don't need to tell me that you're leaving unless I'm actively talking to you. Yeah. Why are you sending me these things? Lucian, hi, welcome on in. But yeah, we're playing Ask Me Anything. If you need inspiration, there are some prompts on a D20 roll, D40 roll. Jeez Louise. We also have some things in Telomine, but you can honestly just ask me anything as long as it's PG-13 appropriate. I mean, you can definitely see the thighs in this model. You can definitely see my thighs. All the thighs. She does. Look at her legs. Her legs look like they go on for days. Was not expecting that with this model. Because 4B's, yeah, cover your eyes, Ryu. Cover your eyes. This model's legs are long. Don't tempt me. It's the heels. It's really the heels that make them look so long, even when they're bent. Because I like to bobble, okay? I might not be able to always move my hands, but I like to bobble, okay? I like to bend my knees and wiggle, because I wiggle IRL. Like, I'm always in constant motion. Fun facts about 4B. I like to be in motion in the commotion on the ocean. You weirdo. Tiger. I love you, but no, I'm not stepping on you. I'm not stepping on you. They are very good, nice heels, though. Look at them, they're so pointy. But yeah, for those of you who are over at Twitch and over at YouTube, you don't get to see the model. Maybe I'll post a picture on X. Should I be worried? No. No, you're fine. I'm answering this message. Yeah. Why is it keyboard betraying me? etc. You get the keyboard. Hiya. Well, we're definitely testing this new internet is going through the ringer. Na 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 na. But yeah, I think we went as long as I was planning on going because it's, oh my goodness, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, we definitely went as long as I was going to go. So yeah, please send me them on Talamin if you have any more questions, or my DMs that are open. But yeah, I'm gonna